Hi, everybody. This is Alysha. If you have been following along, you know that I'm a Psych NP and I own a private practice and I teach other Psych NPs how to find freedom and balance in their lives by starting their own private practices as well. Today, I have Artasia with me, and she is a Psych NP student and she's building her brand while she is still in school. And I made a YouTube video about this recently, and there was a lot of interest in this topic. So, having her on to talk about her journey. And so, we'll start with an icebreaker real quick, and then we'll jump into tips and tricks and what's helped her if you guys are looking to build your brand while in school. So, Artasia, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I'm such a fan. I've been stalking your entire social media, like your YouTube. I watch all your videos and your Instagram and like all your reels and everything. You're so amazing, and I can't wait to join your program soon.
I would love to have you, and I know private practice is on your horizon pretty soon here when you graduate, so that'll be really fun to see you and help you through that. Let's start with an icebreaker. So let's start with an icebreaker. If your private practice existed today, what would it be called and who would you serve?
So it's funny that you asked me this question because I already started like my LLC and everything, and I incorporated the name. So my private practice will be called the House of Harmony. And
I love that.
the long title is House of Harmony Psychiatry and Wellness Center. And I chose House of Harmony because I want my patients to feel at home. And I want it to be like a peaceful and serene place for them, because I feel like that really helps with building rapport and also just like the treatment plan, just for them to feel like they're in a safe, cozy environment. And house will be spelled Haus because I feel like it gives like a luxury type feel. And that's something that I also want to work on, merging luxury with mental health, because I feel as if, mental health, it has like such a stigma sometimes. And when people think of like luxury, like going to the spa or, going to get facials and different things like that, I kind of want them to like think of it as a positive thing, like mental health care. So that's the name. And then I want to serve working professionals with anxiety and depression, because myself, I'm a working professional. I wear many hats outside of nursing, and I just feel like the type of person I am and other people that are similar to me, we thrive off of like pressure. So it could lead to a lot of anxiety and depression and things. So I really want to serve those types of people.
That's amazing. I think that would be, I love the concept. I love that you like already have it planned out. I could totally see your building and what it would look like. And that is so cool. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. So we know that you primarily have built your brand on YouTube, right? That's your main platform right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you decide to build your brand while you were still in school?
So my YouTube, I've actually technically started when I was an undergrad to like make nursing videos and nursing content and just lifestyle outside of nursing. When I was an undergrad, I graduated Florida State in 2020, and I wanted to, let people know the raw, authentic journey of nursing school. I wasn't as consistent back then, but maybe like about 2 years ago, I got really consistent with putting out content on YouTube. So now, fast forward that I'm in the PMHNP journey and I'm in grad school, I was like, okay, this will be a great time to get consistent with YouTube. And I really just want to share my journey and share like the highs and lows of nursing school. And I just really want people to like see like the real side of it, and share like my expertise and what I can offer to other people. Because every time like I'm in like at work, all the like nurses, they ask me a lot of questions in regards to Psych NP school, or in regards to nursing in general. Like other people that aren't nurses, they will ask me like texts, or different people that are planning to get into nursing. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just create a YouTube channel. And that's how my YouTube channel kind of came about. And then as far as me building my Psych NP, I guess private practice brand while I'm in school, I really just, I'm like such a type A person, and I like to like organize and plan things out. So I already knew that I was trying to get into private practice because I just such like an entrepreneurial type person. And I was like, you know what, private practice and nursing together, that's perfect. And I knew I wanted to do it while I'm currently in school. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to start working on small things that I can do legally without, practicing or anything, or seeing patients or anything. So that's like, marketing, branding, licensing the name, different things of that nature. So yeah, I wanted to get like a heads up or a head start on everything.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really smart. That's really, really smart. And I think I remember when I applied to Psych NP school, I remember looking it up on YouTube and being like, is there any Psych NPs that can talk about what they do? And I found like one video, and it was, I don't know if it was a hospital training or what. It was like the Psych NP role it provides.
Journey. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I did the same thing, and I couldn't find many people. And that was another reason. I was like, you know what? I should make content that I would like to see, because it was
Yes.
like really weird. And even still to this day, if you look up psych private practice and things, you're getting more content, especially on TikTok. But on YouTube, it's not really, much, or it's really old, like years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And I really like how you talk about all of the different areas that you've worked in. You do like a day in your life. I think that's really cool, just because people just want to know what it looks like to be a student and be working as a psych RN, and then being preparing for graduation, and all those things. So I think that's really helpful. And I think that's why a lot of people come to social media. Your reason, that was the same reason I came to social media, was I was like, I couldn't find anything about being a Psych NP in private practice, or, well, I could, but it was like a few videos. And so I wanted to share more. So for like other people kind of going through it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. How did you pass the feeling of imposter syndrome or worry about like being on camera when you first started YouTube? A lot of people worry about just putting themselves out there. How did you overcome that?
I think I overcame that because of what I do in my free time. So I dabble into filmmaking and acting. So being an actress, of course, you have to be well spoken, or you have to have confidence. I did like plays and things like that when I was a kid. So I think that really helped me feel like, okay, I can get in front of a camera and I can speak to people. And then as far as the content coming out my mouth, nursing content, like I felt confident in that because I was just confident in my clinical skills and like in my experience. And I felt like a lot of people related to me in a lot of ways, like not on camera, like in my jobs, or like my siblings or my cousins or people outside of like social media. And they will always tell me like I should start a YouTube channel because I would give them such great advice and all of these things. So I was like, okay, let me get back into YouTube and share what I have to people.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, there is something that helps, like when you have been a performer, or there's some barriers that you can kind of overcome. I've been a dancer my whole life, so I've felt comfortable performing, but when it comes to speaking, that's been hard.
Yeah.
Like just getting used to that.
Yeah, and working on it is something that I feel like you get better with practice and over time. But the more I like make videos and things, I feel like I get more comfortable, and I definitely want to start making more videos about like opening private practice as a new grad too. So people can have
Some
more
that
content
would
to see
be,
on that, because a lot of people,
yep.
don't really believe that new grads should even practice.
So that would be a really good thing to show on YouTube, is showing, where are you getting clinical support when you're in private practice? Where are you getting business support? Well, how are you making it work? Yeah, yeah. I think people would love to see that, because, everyone, is has different opinions, of course, but it really depends on the individual.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, yeah, and what background experience. There's just so many things that go into it. So saying new grads can't start private practices is just like a blanket statement. You
Yeah,
don't know the person behind statements like
right.
that.
And
So,
like you said in one of your interviews, you said all new grads are made different. So like,
hmm
yeah, I feel that comes into play. Like for me, I have like 3 years of psych experience as a psych RN, and I have 5 years as a RN. And in my clinicals, my preceptors were really good, like except for one of them, but that was at the beginning. But the rest of they were really great. Like they let me see like all the patients. Like I was actually shadowing or precepting with a Psych NP that had her own private practice. So that was perfect. Like she taught me like how to like run things, and like the clinical side, the business side, and like she really like gave me a lot of
wow,
confidence, because I learned so much about running an outpatient private practice
that's
and
amazing.
how to see the patients, and like how to actually go through a whole day with like a full slate of insurance based clients. And yeah, so it gave me a lot of confidence. And then by the end, I was like seeing like all the patients, and yeah, she even offered me a position in her clinic.
That's
So
awesome.
I was like, okay, she believes in me and she's been doing this for a while. I know I can do it.
Yeah, yeah, that's a huge compliment when your preceptors offer to hire you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what does brand building look like for you when you're currently in school? You talked about YouTube, but what goes into building a brand as a student?
Well, I guess this is different for everybody, whatever people are comfortable with. But I looked up like on ChatGPT, what are some things that I can do as a Psych NP student to start building my brand. So they gave me a lot of good options. So what I have done so far is I started my LLC with the like getting it registered with the state. I got my EIN number. I came up with a name and everything. I got a business phone. Actually, it's right here. Thought this was
Awesome. Oh,
it's my
sparkly. I love it.
number. I got like a second line, a business phone. I got like an email. I got a website. I bought the domain and everything. I just have to like put things on the website. I didn't start like decorating it yet or
hmm
designing it. Or what else ChatGPT told me I could do. They pretty much said like a lot of the marketing aspect of it, everything. Like I can't see any patients, of course, or I can't like say that I'm a psych NP right now. Like I have to like make it clear that I'm a student, and I think everyone know I'm a student from my YouTube channel. So just making that clear, and then just kind of doing everything else. And then I even started this idea of developing a nonprofit organization for underserved communities of people of color in regards to mental health. So I could do a lot of community work, just building a House of Harmony's name, and yeah, and also learning and taking workshops and webinars like a program such as yours, that you can do things like that. Just learning more about the business, because we're in school, so we're learning all the clinical stuff right now. So just kind of going outside of school to learn like the business, so you can just feel as prepared, like feel very like confident and prepared before even like starting on your first day.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Those are really good ideas for, there's so much that you can set up for a business before you graduate that you also can set up slowly, so there's not a ton of pressure like once you graduate too. And then building your brand is wonderful, like thinking about the direction you want your brand to go, starting to make videos, starting to just show up on camera. And you might be like, it might feel embarrassing or it might feel cringy or whatever, but it's usually not as bad as it feels at first. Like usually people interpret it better than we do, because we're like, we worry about that stuff, but when it's yourself. But I think also, I will say, when I first started my social media, maybe maybe 3.5 years ago, I was making like videos about random stuff. I didn't fully know like the direction I wanted to go. I knew I wanted to teach Psych NP's private practice, but I didn't know what shape it would look. So I was making, like, one day I'd make a video about, this is my favorite DBT skill, and then the other day I'd make a video about, like, this is my business stuff, and this is, random.
No, until you start creating the content, and then you're like, okay, I actually like this type of content better. And
yes.
This, because that's how I was too, because technically I'm kind of like a lifestyle. I started as a lifestyle content creator, and then it slowly merged into nursing only.
Yeah.
So, but I think I still want to keep like the human aspect part of like lifestyle, like on my channel, just because I don't want it to be just nursing. Because I do like making videos like about other topics besides nursing, but nursing is majority of my content. And I feel like pretty much like the holistic approach with mental health, like you want to look at the whole person, and I feel like nurses kind of relate to that. So I kind of like it, my videos are still kind of over the place, but I have more of a niche with like nurses pretty much.
Yeah. And I think social media, from what I'm seeing of like social media that I consume, I feel like it's moving in the direction of, instead of just being like one dimensional, I think people are preferring more of like the realness and the storytelling now, where they're like, yeah, you could teach me X, but who are you? What's your character? What are the things like, what are the funny things about your life? What are like, so I think people like that.
Yeah, because I like that. I look for content like that too. Like if I follow a couple of nurse practitioners on YouTube, and I love when they make nursing content, but I also like when they make like other content. Oh, their first designer bag, or like starting a entrepreneurial nursing business. Like I like all that stuff too, on top of like just their nursing educational content.
Yeah, me too. I always think it's fun. Just like, I want to see everyone's vacations, and I want to see, I don't know, just and even just like a day in someone's life, or what's in my bag. I don't know why. I just think it's fun.
Yeah. So that's what I kind of like to make, that kind of content too.
And I think even that's good advice, is like assess what content you like, and then, maybe go that direction. If you're like, oh, I really like content creators that share, like, even if they're not a makeup influencer, like what's their favorite products of the month, even if they're talking about nursing, like if you like stuff like that, then go with that.
I really use that philosophy to like everything I do. So with mental health, like starting this private practice, okay, what type of care I would like as a patient,
yes,
and implement that into my practice. And then also like with my other business, filmmaking, what type of movies and stuff I like to watch, so make that kind of content. So I do that with YouTube as well, YouTube content, what type of YouTube content I like to watch, and I make that. So yeah,
that's really good. That's really good advice.